Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Welcome to the Hawkeye season finale special. So you get an extra, not really an episode, but you get an extra little bit here because
No,
we
it's a
thought,
special. It's a special.
Yeah,
You
no,
get
it's
me?
yeah, it's a
so
special.
special.
You
We
get me?
so special, so
Don't
special,
say we
so
don't spoil you
special.
now. Don't say we don't spoil you.
Anyway, with the
That's
spoiler
it.
review, mate, with the spoiler
Come on.
review.
Spoilers, we get me. But yes, Hawkeye episode 6 came out yesterday. And we thought we can't wait until January, so let's get over and done with. And also, it kind of made everyone, I don't know, some people were good, some people were happy, some people weren't so happy. So let's just get straight into it. All right, guys. Hawkeye episode 6. What are our thoughts?
Well, I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first.
Obviously, you guys know I was probably rooting for Hawkeye, innit? Like, just the underdog Avenger. And I thought, no, this series is going to be good. But unfortunately, when I think of it overall, I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It was still good, isn't it? It was still like, I still think MCU can do no wrong. But this, for me, wasn't my best series out of the 4 that's been out so far. Is it 4 of them? Oh, 5, isn't it? Yeah, 5 of them.
You've had Hawkeye, we've had
One Division.
We've had Winter Soldier and Falcon,
Loki,
and What If?
Yeah.
What if?
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So, and I think this, like, I think episodes 3 and 4 were like they were peak, and then it just went down with this one a bit.
Which is the weird thing, because I would have probably even said I might have gone the opposite way. I might have said episode 5 and 6 were probably the better episodes. But I think they were probably the better episodes because of the Kingpin reveal. So that's what, I guess, for me, that may have gassed me more. Like, even if like we think the whole Kingpin wasn't good or whatever, but the fact he was there,
yeah,
like, I think that whole nostalgia kind of made it.
If you're gonna put him in there, put him in there. Put Kingpin in there, bro. Don't just put him in there to shut us up. Or
no, but
okay,
it's not Kingpin series. It's not Kingpin series.
No, but you're putting him in the final episode, bruv. Like, this is Kingpin, you know. But we saw he does a Daredevil. Man broke his back and all sorts, bruv. You get me? Man is a beast, and like, he wasn't a joke, bro. In this, I won't say that, but a girl. No.
Not that she was a girl. It was just.
Sorry, not that she's okay. She's new in this. She's new in this. You know what I mean? She's fresh in this. Yeah. Even her fighting.
Elena.
Yeah, that it made. You see, you know, I very, when it comes to these kind of things, as you can tell, even in Spider-Man, like when I pick out these things, I'm like, make it realistic. Doctor Strange versus Spider-Man there's no contest. Like, there should be no contest with Maya. Not Maya. Maya's a Echo, innit?
Yeah. With Kate Bishop.
With Kate and Kingpin. There should be no whatsoever. Like,
do you know,
like,
I'm with
Kingpin
you,
just grab her and break in too hot and then dash her. Do you know what I mean?
I'm with you, Kel. What I'm still not with you is obviously Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, but that's another time.
That's another time.
But it's true though. It's like, yeah, her fighting Kingpin, and not only did she fight Kingpin, she basically made a fool out of him, innit?
Yeah.
And the man's wearing some Hawaiian shirt as well, which made it worse. Like,
and you know what I mean? Even worse, Merv, is like they try. No, okay, she didn't make a fool out of him, but they made it as if Kingpin was having mercy on her. He's got no mercy. He's got nothing in his bones that suggests that he's that type of guy to have mercy on anyone. Man wants to kill Maya, his niece, or someone that he's brought up. So why should he care about this stranger?
Yeah,
who's trying to protect her mum? Bruv, Kingpin don't care about you. Like, he'll straight destroy you in 2 seconds.
No, but it's a different Kingpin. It's a different Kingpin.
No, it's not a different Kingpin. No.
It's the same actor, it's a different Kingpin.
No.
You know what? I don't mind it being a different Kingpin, yeah. Like, because even when, like, the beginning of the episode, I thought he's coming in, he's got his cane, and his whole vernacular was just like, like, I feel the same energy as the Netflix one. But it's only when, like, in fact, I would have preferred that he didn't do no fighting at all in this.
Yeah, exactly.
In fact, I would have preferred that. See how the end of episode 5 was, where it revealed him. I would have preferred that to be a post-scene credit for this episode, just to tease us, to let us know that Kingpin is now in the MCU. He didn't. For me, he didn't need to do anything. He didn't even need to talk or nothing. So I felt like they gave us too much Kingpin, and where we was kind of like aghast for it, and then I didn't want it to overshadow Hawkeye, obviously, but they gave us Kingpin. It's like, well, you wasted Kingpin now as well. So hopefully,
no, we haven't wasted Kingpin. We haven't wasted it.
They wasted him, bro.
Well, hopefully,
no, they've introduced Kingpin.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You've done too much. It's like Kingpin's supposed, like, for me, he's supposed to be fighting at the very last minute, and he's not even fighting Clint. He's fighting bloody Kate Bishop. Do you know what I mean?
Well, and he fought Echo a little bit. Like, he's just like, he
didn't fight Echo. Echo just pulled the gun up on him. Man. I mean, and that's another thing. What I hate that. Like, we're beyond this whole cliffhanger bullshit.
Yeah, nobody is
we're beyond that. If you're gonna shoot him, let us see what go on in it.
Well, in the comics, she does shoot him in the eye, and it goes blind for a while. So I guess they're showing tribute, but some things will have to change, man. Do you know what I mean? Is he her actual uncle? Or he just raised her. Probably just refers to as uncle.
Yeah. Bit of respect in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. If you could, that's like that Murph said. Yeah. They should have brought Kingpin as to fight or get messy or stuff like that. Exactly, like just a little glimpse here and there, whatever. But if you are gonna bring him in proper. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, it's a waste of character.
I don't think he's a waste of character. I also just don't think it's about Kingpin. Like, Kingpin was just introduced to Kingpin.
I know, but everyone knows Kingpin, bro.
No, everyone doesn't. Because if you looked at someone like Rich for example, Rich didn't watch them things there. So Rich doesn't know Kingpin. You see what I'm saying?
Rich knows Kingpin from the cartoons, man.
But he knows the character, but I mean, he doesn't know in this MCU universe, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, he doesn't know the Netflix one, really.
Yeah, he doesn't know this MCU universe version of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, so anyone watching this will be like, okay, he's an idiot. Okay, next.
No, it's not that he's an idiot. They've got to root for the goodies, bro. They're rooting for. It's not about him for me. Me, Kingpin was all right. You know what it was? Kingpin was just a way of them combining all of the separate stories. He was the shoestring that tied up the lace, or whatever saying is, because he just united all of them. That's what it was. He explained the mums being involved in it, why Kate Bishop was involved in it, why Echo was involved in it. Like, he explained all of that in that sense of him just being there. So now they could all unite against some common enemy.
I get that, but I think they've just done too much with him. That's what I'm saying. I'd rather hit, like, it's not the Kingpin show, you're right, which is why if they were going to do, like, I would have rather just, if not just do that end scene what we saw in episode 5, or just have him in his office just talking. Do you get me? Like, just like laying out whatever he has to do. But I just don't think you needed to be all fighting in that. Like,
or, you know how, like, at the end of every series or whatever show, they show the next bad guy, the next you know what I mean? So what they should have done was they show him battering Kate, like, almost till she's almost dead. Do you know what I mean? And then, like, and then someone comes to say, like, Hawkeye comes in and does just to fend him off a little bit and takes her. And do you know what I mean? Just so we know, this guy is a Mazza. Like, he's a Mazza. Like, this guy.
It's too much.
I'm just trying to help the show. I'm just trying to.
Because also that would be too much, because then it's about Kate Bishop's revenge on Kingpin, where it's not really.
That's coming season 5, man.
Yeah, that's like a different scene. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's like a Jason Todd kind of business thing, bro.
Has it been explained how Kingpin got? What powers has he got?
I was thinking that yesterday. I don't want to know, innit? All I know is that he's strong and indestructible. That's all that matters.
No, in this one they didn't explain anything.
I was talking about even the Daredevil series. I don't think they even.
I don't think they've ever explained. I don't want them to, because I feel like I'll be disappointed in it.
Yeah,
like, it's just super. Any rendition I've seen Kingpin, and he's always strong.
Yeah, so he's just what, Luke Cage strong?
We don't know.
If I saw him, I'd walk across the street, bruv. Like, you know what I mean?
I was saying before, Kel, I didn't even realize. He's my man from Godfather Harlem, isn't it?
Oh shit! I didn't realize as well, you know.
Yeah, Rob. I
didn't even realize.
It was
a bald head, didn't it?
Yeah, you know the one he starts acting a bit mad, like.
Yeah.
It was 8. I was sitting there kind of stuff like, I know this guy.
Yeah,
And then
that
it
you say,
clicked. I said, that's the brother from Godfather of Harlem.
It always looks different, man. It always looks different than everything he's in.
That's
Yeah.
mad.
All right. So apart from the whole Kingpin thing, yeah, because obviously that kind of grated everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's look at different things, how different things found out. So for example, you had Kate Bishop's mum. So we found out that she obviously is she's the person, basically her husband owed Kingpin money, so that's why she works for Kingpin basically. And she's kind of behind the tracksuit mafia.
Yeah.
And she got them to kill Armand or whatever the guy's name is.
Armand, yeah.
That which
Jack
the whole
Jack Stad. Is it Jack Stad or Jack's uncle?
I can't remember.
Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
So we got that, and then that was all behind, and then you kind of revealed. But was that a big reveal? Did everyone kind of think like we kind of knew it was her in the first place, or?
Yeah. I think that's intellectual, to be fair, but
yeah. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like this Hawkeye, no, it wasn't amateurish, but yeah, I mean compared to the others, I feel it was kind of amateurish, to be honest. I don't know what it just seemed to. Look, I mean, I don't use all these bad words like comical or whatever, but it just seemed basic. In certain areas, it was basic in certain areas.
But I generally believe that was because it wasn't about Hawkeye. It was more about the introduction of Kate Bishop. Yeah, and it was more about Kate Bishop taking over. And I guess
it was a glorified babysitter, basically.
Yeah, and I guess the difference with Yelena had a whole Black Widow film. Yeah, she had a whole Black Widow film for us to kind of understand who she is. And also there's like a direct relationship in it, like they're sisters. So if anything, like you can see that it's a family thing, you've taken over, and also you were trained the same way that Black Widow was trained.
Yeah.
So for Yelena it was, but I guess Kate Bishop has absolutely nothing to do with Hawkeye, apart from her being a stand. And I guess for her then to just be introduced as an Avenger, you're thinking, no, well, hold on, how did you get this? Well, anyone can just pick up a bow and arrow.
See, I don't mind her being the next Hawkeye or being an Avenger. I get that completely. Obviously, they want to, like the originals, eventually they get older, they're going to retire, pass down the baton and stuff. But I don't know. It's like this series didn't know what it wanted to focus on. Like, so kind of like how convenient that, she's the one that saw him in the building. Fair enough, she's been inspired by him, but just even the way they've met, like, he sees her wearing the Ronin suit and Zappi's there, location, straight away. It just seems too convenient how they've met. Do you know what I mean? I would have rather that Kate reached out to Hawkeye in some capacity. But I just don't like the way they actually met. And it was just too straight, like, Kate, you're my partner. What are you talking about?
Well, he didn't say partner until probably this
episode. I know, but bro, that's still quick, bro. Because remember, like, it's how a few days before Christmas this happened in that timeline. So everything was kind of rushed, didn't it? I mean, I get the fact that obviously Hawkeye with his story is like he's got that sort of he's trying to redeem himself from Ronin, and obviously he's still getting over Natasha's loss. So I get that in a way, and obviously Kate Bishop being involved. But I just felt like I wish this could have been done a bit better because he just seemed like some mope as well. Fair enough, he's still mourning. He's still kind of mourning.
No, he's just a mope. He's always been a mope.
Yeah, just
he wasn't the thing. What for me, I think Marvel did well. Is they made a TV series and a film about two characters that by and by the nation didn't really care about that much.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like in the sense of I've never ever heard anyone say to me that Black Widow is their favorite Marvel character. Or I've never ever heard anyone say like Hawkeye is their favorite character.
Black Widow, maybe. I think Black Widow, I could see that. I could see a Black Widow being people's favorite Avenger.
I don't know. Maybe because towards the end she had a bit more to do in the film.
I mean, even but not in Avengers, boy.
Yeah, but not to say that she's your favorite, like you over Iron Man or Captain America.
A couple of the ladies there. They were like her. You get me? Ant-Man, sorry. Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
Because remember, she's been in it since Iron Man 2, you know.
No, 100. What I'm saying is that, like, okay, well, granted, she got her own film, blah, blah, blah. Was it
Hawkeye? Yes, Hawkeye.
For me, I felt they missed a trick because I felt like they should have given us more Ronin in this Hawkeye series. That's what I think I wanted the series to be about.
That's what I thought it would be about.
That's what I wanted.
Like a in between sort of endgame.
Yeah, that's what I would. I think that for me, I think that would have been a perfect series.
That would have made more sense to me, I reckon.
Like that would have been a perfect series.
Yeah, at least he has more reason to be thin because he lost his family as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But Kate,
and
then maybe showing how he met Kate, and Kate kind of softened him up a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, some sort of like, because it's just everything just seemed too convenient with Kate and Hawkeye meeting in this series. I reckon it should have been like more of a...
And you know what I mean? More so comical. This series is the whole thing with the stepdad with the sword, like just licking up man.
Yeah, I didn't believe that.
And then those three guys,
the Larpers.
They were funny.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
The Larpers.
Yeah, they were funny, but it just made the show more.
Yes, I'm so glad you mentioned that.
But
this,
did you not think? Yeah, but that's what, like, this for me. That's what, and I guess that's what Rich was saying. Like, it's come out just before Christmas. It has the Christmas theme. It's almost like a Home Alone type film. Do you know what I mean? The series. It's just for fun.
But you know, this is what I was saying. Like I was saying when we was doing the Spider-Man review, just the making side characters do more than they need to do. Like the LARPing was fine, innit?
Yeah.
Like, even them making the suit don't make any sense either. It's like, well, wait, like the suit was just too Avengers quality. Like, where are you getting that budget from? Like they already said, we ain't got enough budget and all that, but they managed to make a perfect suit for Hawkeye. Like, not that I got from the suit, but it's just do your LARPing thing, innit? Don't be so involved, man. Like, and yeah, that fight scene is just the whole swords, and I'm like, come on, like you're telling me not one of those people just got a gun to shoot him, like, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Bringing a knife to a gunfight, mate.
Anyone.
And they did. All right. Okay. So what about even the whole Clint and Kate and them getting together and them, like, Kate learning about all the trick arrows and her like labeling the trick arrows and all of that.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was cool. I like that. That was cool. That was really it was good. It was really
and even the use of all those trick arrows on the ice rink.
Yeah.
Bro, all I'm saying, the death toll should be great. Yeah, like, but basically Kate's a murderer, isn't it? It's like she's a murderer.
But they didn't show them dying.
I know.
They all look kind of injured, if that makes sense.
Look, someone like in real life, yes, there's probably about 30 of them that are about to die, bro.
Bruv, when
explosions,
the shards of the nails come in. I said, whoa. Then you just kept on seeing vans coming and people running, and I said, okay, no, there's people are dying. Because the thing is, they were dying, the ice was being cleared, and the next group was coming on.
Yeah.
All right, and I know this probably irritated you the most, Kel. Was what is her name? Elena and Kate Bishop, when they had their little kind of comedy scene and the slap and all of this, and
it didn't annoy me as much as you would think.
Okay, like, so you was getting used to the whole of...
You know what? I took
one
the show
for rich, man. One for rich.
Yeah, because you know it made me take the show for where it is. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean. I don't know, label the show as a comedy or whatever, but it came across certain parts. Like those scenes, I was like, you know what? I got to accept the show for what it is. So it didn't really annoy me. I just accepted for what it is, and like their little back and forth and whatever, and the lift and blah blah blah. It was funny. It was a good laugh. Their fight scene was a jovial kind of fight scene. Do you know what I mean? Where they could bust one in between the moves and stuff. But like I was saying, like Kate should have not even touched her one throw of a punch.
No, but Kate is a trained fighter as well, though.
Yeah,
she's let's put a little bit of respect on Kate's name.
No.
She's established, like, with her training.
I know, but that's like saying her fighting Black Widow should get a chance. She wouldn't get a chance to get. She would not even get a fingernail on Black Widow. We know this.
No, but Black Widow, come on, they all get thumps in their face.
No,
they all get thumps in their face.
Even by the bad guys, isn't it?
Yeah, they've all got a thump in their face. Like, all of them at some point have been like, oh, you know what I mean? They've all had it.
Yeah. I get what you're saying, Carl, because even though they say that Kate has training and it's on the whole montage of her training, it just doesn't. It just seems that they haven't really
show it. At least one episode show what she done.
Yeah, she just seems really like, hi, 1 minute I was just like in my mum's house and I've got this bow and arrow I can fight, and I'm just fast forwarding to being an Avenger.
They keep mentioning she's got a black belt. She's got a black belt. Cool, you got a black belt. That's fine. But it shows how you could come back to I think, you know what I mean?
I think it's a little bit like Spider-Man, to be honest.
In what sense?
As in the sense of like 1 minute Spider-Man was just like a random kid. The next we know he's fighting like.
No, but he got bit by a spider.
No, but what I meant in this, but he didn't. What I meant is, you see, like that kind of novice stuff. He was a novice at one point. You remember in Civil War, he's a novice.
Yeah, but he's still a novice now. You could tell.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I'm saying. And this is where I mean with Kate. Kate is just a novice. Like she's gonna get there. She just.
No, Spider-Man seems more the way that they've done the Spider-Man film. For me, it's more realistic. It's more...
and we've had more room to grow with Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. So, like, give Kate Bishop another film or another series. We'll then say, okay, cool, I get it. Because for me, again, like you said, this film was too much. It was trying to do too many things. Because was it about Hawkeye? Was it about Kate Bishop? Like, so it was quite. Was it about Echo? There's a lot of things kind of put into this kind of melting pot. Like if this was a pot, it's got chicken, it's got oxtail, it's got fish in it. Like it's just meats. You know the ones that you're just meats now. You don't even know what it is in there.
So Echo's gonna get her own show in it.
Yeah. And speaking of which, it's like I'm always like at this point, I'm always excited for a character I don't know to watch because Marvel just bring out the underdogs in it. But I must admit, I'm not excited to see Echo program because I just don't feel like we had enough time with her. Do you know what I mean? Like I think she's someone that could have been in Hawkeye, and if we were never to see her again, we wouldn't really care about her. Well, for me anyway. So
no, I hear that. But do you know in the comics, Kingpin convinced her that Daredevil killed her dad. That's in the comics, So she tries to kill Daredevil.
Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, they should have just done a Daredevil MCU thing, to be fair. That would have made more sense. Yeah, because I don't know, like, obviously Hawkeye must have came toe-to-toe with Daredevil at some point, but I don't affiliate Hawkeye with Kingpin at all. I would have
you don't.
Even Spider-Man, I would have probably seen Kingpin instead of Hawkeye.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess that Kingpin, apart from the fact of Ronin, Kingpin isn't really, he didn't have anything with Hawkeye, does he?
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because if he did,
Ronin,
if he did, like Avengers would have killed him from a long time.
Yeah. And you know what? That made me so happy as well. Like when I know this is just a little nitpick when Kingpin was like, "Oh, there's an Avenger." He basically said Avenger, and in the Netflix series, they were always referring to Avengers 1 as the incident in New York.
Yeah.
Like so, it's like now they say their name, boy. Avengers. You know what I mean?
All right, so obviously, when we always knew it was going to happen, Clint got home. He got to his home for Christmas, and obviously he burnt the Ronin suit. Yeah, which now kind of we didn't even talk about him talking to my girl and explaining that he didn't kill his sister. I don't know if she believed him, to be fair, because like she wasn't believing him. Then she kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
No, because he started
it's the whistle, isn't it?
The whistle.
Yeah, no, then she realized, but then it was like, I don't know, I still wanted to beat her up. I wanted her to beat him up. But then, so obviously, the big reveal at the end, so he's gone home, and then he finally returns the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he returns the watch to his wife. And the wife is, what was the character?
Agent 19.
Mockingbird. Mockingjay.
Yeah.
Agent 19, Mockingjay, who was from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
But obviously it's not the same character. And I think it's a moniker, so anyone can have it.
Yeah.
So it isn't necessarily, she obviously wasn't in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Are we surprised by that? Do we care?
I am surprised and also don't care.
Exactly. I was gonna say I freaking don't care.
Yeah, it's just like stop make like I wouldn't be surprised if they made Aunt May like she was some secret agent as well. Like they're just I'm a bit worried about what MCU are doing, just making everyone
important.
Secret. Yeah.
No, you have to be important. you don't have to be important. You don't have to have any links or anything. Just.
I don't know.
It does
maybe
make
in the
sense
comics,
though.
maybe
It does make sense though, guys. 'Cause obviously, he's around them people. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like a celebrity. When you're a celebrity, you link celebrities, innit? You don't link normal Sarah from down the road, innit? So maybe that's what it was. Like, they would have come across each other at some point. Maybe Agents of Shield would throw like a little birthday party or something, and they link there or whatever. I don't know.
You know, okay, to be fair, like, you're right what you're saying, but I think it's the execution of it. I didn't feel like, oh my gosh, this is like, I just didn't feel anything. And that's not because she's just like a woman or whatever, not at all. It just means, I just felt like sometimes it's quite risky to do something like that with a character that's not well known.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people there must have been a handful of people like, oh my gosh, but even like when they're talking about a watch, I was always like, I'm really wanting to know what this mystery of this watch is about. And I didn't expect that at all, to have that connection with her. Do you know what I mean? So,
and it was never ever mentioned at all. Like Nick Fury could have mentioned it once or twice or whatever.
Yeah, even just a slight hint in Age of Ultron. Do you know what I mean? Because it's been that long since we've seen her from Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
And I think you've probably heard her voice in Endgame, but like, because like that actor, what's her name, Linda Cardellini, she's not like some unknown actor, you know, she's quite famous, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I've seen her, but
so I would have rather they fleshed her out a little bit more, unless they're going to do something for her in the future. Like, why did we need that, really?
But also, like, do you remember, was it Endgame where he was training his daughter to shoot arrows and stuff?
Yeah.
So that, and I think in the comics as well, it's the daughter that becomes the new Avenger, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, what I'm like, this is like, what? But if I was a daughter, I'll be vexed, man. You just bring some any girl in, and she's now the next Hawkeye. Nah. Straight beef.
Probably come like Rocky.
Trust me, you get me. But yeah, that was just a little thing I picked up on. Yeah.
And I don't know if they're going to have a season 2 of Hawkeye. Maybe they will, maybe they won't.
No, probably.
I doubt it.
No, but if they do, I guess it's going to be more about like people like Laura and less about, like, I think if they do it, the wife.
Oh, the wife.
I think it'll just be Kate Bishop, really.
Yeah, I think it'll be Kate Bishop.
No, but I think Kate Bishop is just Hawkeye, and as in, like, I literally think she's leaving the TV series, like the series, and she's getting filmed now.
Who, Kate Bishop?
Yeah, I feel so I don't think that's what I mean. Like, I feel like she's up. She's got her blue tick. She's verified. Yeah. She doesn't need to do a TV series. So you could potentially do one about Clint again if you wanted to.
Yeah, we don't need that. Definitely don't need that. No, maybe. Like I like Hawkeye. I was always like Clint Barton, like the Jeremy Renner thing. But I think like we can see that the originals are phasing out. And I suppose he's at that age and that time of his life anyway. He's lost his hearing and all that stuff. So it's a good time for him to retire.
100%. 100%.
But if he could just be a consultant, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't need to sort of do all that.
Yeah, I guess if maybe, I don't know, if the Eternals come and there's a big massive fight, he can come out of retirement with a couple of arrows, but by that he should just jam at yards
from the distance.
Yeah, come on, just shooting from the rooftop.
And those arrows, you saw that a lot of them came from Stark, innit?
Yes.
But now that Iron Man's not there, and I think they've closed down the Stark Enterprise now, innit? Yeah,
well, in Spider-Man, they said they would close it down.
Sorry, Spider-Man, they said that, right?
Yeah. What was I going to say? But that's a good point as well. Don't you think, like, after Endgame, and it's weird because they kind of explained it in Falcon and Winter Soldier as well, like, just the whole budget around the Avengers, it's like they just seem to be like, they're just trying to get by with little that what they have. So you think, like, with all these things happening, that Clint was just calling some people just to help out.
I know.
And that's what I'm thinking.
I've always thought that.
I always think that. Even with Spider-Man.
I always think, why do you never call your brethren? It doesn't make no sense.
I'm just trying to think who was available. Hulk's still there. Is he still recovering? I don't know. With his arm.
Miss Marvel's a page away.
Yeah, Ant-Man's still there.
Ant-Man's still about. You know what I mean?
Pepper's still there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just feel like at some points, look, if I'm in beef, one of you are going to get a phone call.
But then again, they've always said that they only really get involved if there's world-threatening events. But still, man.
Bruv, if there's a threat to my life, it is a world-threatening event, my G.
I mean, they can't. They're not going to come up against the tracksuit mafia.
Yeah,
true. No, I do like the tracksuit mafia, but they don't belong in a live. They belong in a cartoon. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a proper cartoon character.
Or CW. Yeah.
Careful what you wish for. All right. So on a scale of, all right, we've already established that we think this is probably not the best series out of the MCU series. On a scale of 1 to 5, with like 5 being the worst one, where would you put it?
5 being the worst one.
Yeah, 1 being the best. Out of there's in the 5 MCU series that they've released.
All right.
Where would you rank it?
Straight 5, bro.
Yeah, straight 5.
Yeah. So sadly, because I was really
straight 5. Yeah.
All right, cool. That's fair enough. All right, on a quick. All right.
What about you?
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Where would you put? All right, how would you put 1 to 5 though? What would your 1 to 5? I know this is nothing to do with Hawkeye at the moment, but it is a little bit.
One Division for me is number 1.
One Division 1.
I think What If maybe 2.
I think Falcon and Winter Soldier 2 for me.
Nah, because it started off a bit shady for me, man. I had to warm up to it. It didn't grip me from the start. With that, so I'll put out 3, and then 4 is
Loki.
Yeah. Oh, Loki.
Yeah, Loki and What If is a hard one, you know. They take either the 3 or 4 spot, but I don't know which one comes first, to be fair.
Yeah, Loki and for me, Loki and Captain America, Falcon and the Winter Soldier story. For me, it's a battle between them 2.
Actually, 3, I'd say What If, just for the fact they had Captain Carter in it.
But What If was next levels, man.
The only thing about What If, and I loved What If, was out of how many there was 9 of them,
Yeah.
There were more good ones than bad ones. But you know, like the zombie ones, all of them, they just let me down.
And that's the one that's getting a spin-off show, bro.
I know, and that's what upset me the most, because that was the wackest one.
I know. I know. No, I think Thor was the wackest one.
Oh, but that and Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thor was awful.
That was awful.
Yeah, no. All right, well, guys, that was literally just for about Hawkeye season episode 6. Finished. Yeah. Let us know in the comments what you think. Which was your favorite MCU series, and what are you most looking forward to next season? All right, cool. Well, people, hopefully you are watching this and eating your Christmas lunch or whatever the case may be. Hope you're having a good one. We out.
Peace.
Peace.